kids, let's read a book! Once upon a time, there was this little Recht. Jonas Recht. He was so ausgerecht of day X. Later he found out that he was langweilig. Whatever that means. Lol. He went to the lake to get some water, but there was no water. He cried. Then he called his mom because he was lost. Sadly, it was the early 1970... God fucking damn it. 7081. There was no cell phones. Jonas was wrecked. Got wrecked by its fate. He cried like an ocean. Soon later, Gabe Newell came and asked. The end. Please buy the next story here. Next page. So, apparently Jonas found home where his mother expected him. Dead. Jonas opened the door, saw his mom, and went, XD! She cooked ice cream. I like noodles. Page 8. Halten Sie Ihr Passwort geheim. Okay, so Jonas was eating and became fat. His mom said, LOL! That home and threw the car keys at the wall. He was angry because at 7081 there was no cars, only John Marston. To point it out, John Marston was living further back in time, but never mind. Achtung! Story continues. Jonas went to bed, so he can stay awake. He took his flashlight and reads a book under the blanket. Sadly, he can't read in 71, but he saw a nice color of the leather on the book. And you didn't spill leather white, but okay, on the book. And went, yeah boy, and smiled. Then Jonas died. Came in and screamed, yay! My Dad came in and they had sex on his corpse. Suddenly the police came in, and they had the threesome on his corpse. Sadly, the policeman shot the dad. Then they had sex on both. The policeman removed his outfit, and turns out that he wasn't a loyal warrior of the law. It actually was Helmut Ade. 7080. Looks like she got wrecked. After that, they had sex again. I died. It's a kid's book. Good night, kids. LOL. Okay.
Oh shit.
Die Gestifte aus Wiedersehen. Chapter 1. Fuck my life. LMAO. Once upon a time, there was a little turd named Nick, who is ugly. Lel, okay, lol. Fuck off, RTL. Chapter 2. Okay. So Nick went into his office and he found Skashi, a little piece of shit. Nick said, lol lol lol. Aren't you supposed to be in the toilet? Because you are a piece of shit. XD! Lol rigged. LMAO. Skashi started crying and asked what that shit was about. Nick started laughing. Ha 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 ha! You said shit! And he came by with a piece of weed. And he said, let's go to the DSDS and the super talent. Nick and Skashi replied, okay, lil. 5 years later, they stood on the stage in front of Dieter Bohlen. Who the fuck is that? And Bruce Donald. They asked us to show our talents. Nick's talent was to smoke weed, 420, and okay, and to wake people, lil, Baguette and Kake. Skashi just took what? Skashi just took Andy died because of Denmark. Die Barrenmage. McDonald's burger. Then Dieter said, "Here that Brikal. We reached the final of DSDS. Chapter 3, the grand finale. Wrecked, destroyed. Arschloch." We were standing in front of a bunch of people who want Scotty to take another shit. Fuck, was that enough to win everything? Gotta find out if you buy the next fucking book, you fucking faggot. Fuck off, lol. Wait. The next book will cost 1 million euro. Wait. But there's gonna be... What? But there's gonna be... Question 1. How fat is Nick's ass? LOL. Really fat XD.
Okay.
Question 2. Andy is... Answer now before you turn the page. Is this a trick question?
No.
Amazing and awesome, and a faggot. Question 3. Is the book over yet? What?
I don't know.
Vic. Yes, it is. Fuck off. Yours sincerely, Andy the faggot. And then there's no pages at all. It's done. Or what? Let's see.
No, on the last page.
Faggot. Next book. A sad Nick story. Why is everything centered on me? A story about my friend Nicholas Braxton. Listen, lol. Once upon a time, Nick was taking a nice walk with her fat girlfriend May. And that gave cancer. They both kissed and hugged each other. Otter's hair. Why hair? Soon she made the decision to tell Nick the awful secret she keeps carrying around within her fat ass cheeks. She has an affair with the pyro. Thank fucking God. Together they create the element of harmony, of shittiness. XD lol. I created this sentence. Nick's dad is fat. Nick was sad and became good friends with Link. They met at the bar and drank Roadhog juice. Nick hated it. Link said, "Yeah!" Okay, dude, Nick. Nick looked kinda sad. Link decided to... Nick actually started smiling and got courage. He went home and raked the lol. Right before he reached the door, he met his old friend, oh no, Rainbow Dash. They are not friends. Read white, please. They had sex. I have quit Link the person now. Rainbow Dash died because Nick's elbow was too big. So Nick found it pretty lusty. But then he got robbed by his school buddy, Louis Kang. He said, like he never did before. Nick ignored it and fell asleep. After he woke up, it was night. It was dark like Batman. Hashtag I'm hungry. In his house was a big bowl full of kartoffel. He enjoyed it and puked. His dad came in. Ein, zwei, drei, vier. Nick said, fuck you. Nick a Vitamin C Tablette in cold Wasser auf Undied. Andy came in. LOL! Andy died. Nick's house cursed of the darkness. Pretty fly upon pills, explosive diarrhea. You spelled diarrhea wrong.
It's diary.
That how you spelled it? It's a diary. It's like
diary. It's like the book where you write down your life, your life story.
You extended to be. You intended to be like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What a bad night. Do we have a cruise? What? Warte. Ende. Okay. Who wants to read mine?
Me.
Yeah, okay.
Gotta fucking catch it, Mounds. Achtung! Book! Dear Diary, it was a pretty lol day. I wrecked the Rolf. Aber Vorsicht! My story is really exciting, so move the thumb out of your ear. Tomorrow, I went down to the mine and surprisingly met my old mining friend, Freddy Faulich. I asked him where the shiny yellow metal was. He removed his white leg with a bone saw and said, follow me. He led me into a small cave where Nicholas and Chicken the chicken were taking a bath. Freddy Fowlish laid down because he was lazy. Lol, he got laid. I wondered where the gold was until I heard a loud LOL with fake cave walls. It was Andy who tripped and broke. You're really bad at spelling, but okay. Wickbone. He became sad and grabbed something to drink from the next kuhe. Since there was nothing to do for our home of heroes, they decided to cook sausages they dug from the cave walls. They cooked it and threw them away. They continued the journey through the Höhle, starving and tired. Maybe they should have eaten those bathtubs. Nick said, XD. My hands hurt from typing this book. They found the exit of the cave, but they left Freddy Fowlish back because at 7081 he cut off his right leg. Lol. Smiley face. They were all sad since Chica had no food for them. Nick would have liked to fuck Chica right into Andy screamed, "We're shicked!" Right before they could escape, the mine exit collapsed. Just kidding, it was the mine entrance. Einbahnstraße. They all sat down on a circle and decided who they're gonna eat first. To make it fair, they all ate themselves. Everyone died. The end. Lol.